So you're looking for the best way to talk to the camera so you can level up your videos and really connect with your audience? Well, that's exactly what I'm going to be showing you how to do right here in this video. Let's get into the content. All right, so the first tip I want to share with you is to look directly in the camera and not at yourself. So like if you're someone who records with your phone, or if you're recording with like a camera like this and it has like a flip out screen, what people tend to do is they either, if they're using their phone, they'll use like selfie mode and they'll record. But see, the problem with using selfie mode and then also using the flip screen is it kind of forces you to look at yourself while you're recording. So I'll show you pretty much what it looks like, when you're trying to record like that. So what tends to happen is you look at yourself. So it looks like I'm not looking at the camera right now, right? And you've probably seen that from a lot of different people. Let me look back at the camera now. So avoid having anything looking at you to where you can see yourself, and flip them around so that way the only thing you can focus on is looking directly into the camera and nowhere else. All right, so with this next tip, when you're looking in the camera, I want you to imagine that you're having a conversation with one of your best friends in the world, because you will want to help that person. You will want to see them grow, right? And so with that being said, I want you to take that same comfortability level that you will have when you're talking to them, and I want you to combine that with professionalism, right? Because we know, when we're talking to our friends, we kind of laid back, right? We may talk a different way and so on and so on, but you always want to remember that you're on a platform and you combine the comfortability and the professionalism and you'll be a-okay. All right, so this next tip that I want to share with you is I want you to go ahead and turn it to the next level of you. Because when you do this, right, your levels start to raise and the passion is added when you speak. So when you speak, people actually pay attention and they actually believe what you're actually saying, right? And that's what you want to come across within your content. But what you want to be careful with is, like, when you do this, you don't want to completely raise up your levels and then it gets to a point where it doesn't even seem genuine when you create your content. Right? Be careful with that, because that's something that I actually dealt with years ago. I was looking at a couple of my videos and I was like, that's not really me. That's not the real me. And people want the real me, right? And I never wanted to come across as fake. And so that's just something to really, pay attention to as you're continuing to do these videos. All right, so this next tip I want to share with you is in regards to hand gestures, right? So you probably noticed as I was going throughout the video, I was doing things like this. I was doing things to this direction. I was also going within the middle. And then sometimes when I'm talking about, like, let's say, for instance, I said something like, I was going along within my journey, right? It kind of looks like that with my hand gestures, right? And so one thing you want to be careful with when it comes to like using your hands, you don't want them to be moving all extra crazy, because it's going to be a distraction to you and also to your viewers. And that's not what you want, right? So as you're using hand gestures, just think about what you're going to say and pretty much apply it to, let me give you an example real quick. So basically, if I said something like I was thinking, I would put my hand on my head like this. Or I would say I was thinking, right? And I would be making sure that I'm dialed in with the camera, so I'm really connecting with my viewer when I say those things. So just keep a little box like this when you're talking, and then just kind of stay within this box and don't go too high. All right, so the next tip I want to share with you is to create outlines. That way you're prepared, so when you start to speak, the confidence and the passion comes through, right? Now I want to show you what mine looks like. Now you're not going to be able to see this very clearly, but I just want to show you, right? So I got a bullet point here, bullet point, bullet point, bullet point. I'm kind of the person that doesn't really like to do the word by word thing. That's just me. I kind of can flow as I get into the video because I'm confident on what it is that I'm talking about. So that's very, very important for you to do. All right, so the next tip that I want to share with you is that practice makes permanent. One thing I always tell people is that repetition is the mother of mastery and the father of learning. So the more that you work on something every single day and you really focus on that thing, you're going to increase your performance. And when you do this, you're going to be able to level up your videos and really connect with your audience. So now that you know the best way to talk to the camera, I want you to go ahead and watch this video next, because it goes over my exact process that I use to generate over 500,000 views here on YouTube.